Have you ever created a card that was so gorgeous that when people opened it up, they gasped? I'm here today to help you make one of those kinds of cards. Hi, I'm Julia with Julia Sue's Stamping. And the card that I'm going to help show you how to make today is one I had never made before I did this one. And I thought it would be really intimidating, which is why I hadn't tried to do it. But I broke it down. I made it really easy. And I have a step-by-step tutorial that is free for you on my blog. I've got a link to that blog down in the description, so please be sure you check it out, grab that PDF tutorial for your very own, and that way you can follow along step by step. Stick with me, because by the end of the video, you're going to see a card today that has fluffy clouds, snow-capped mountains, majestic pines, a fun sentiment. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I know you're going to fall in love with doing this kind of card too. Since this is a premiere, then please hop over into the live chat so we can talk while you watch. If you're watching the replay, no worries. Please leave me a comment. I'll respond just as soon as YouTube lets me know that you've left your comment. I am so happy that you're here today to spend a little bit of time with me. Thank you. And I think we should get started. How about you? Let's go. Here's the card that we're going to be creating. It is gorgeous. A nice diorama, folds flat, and it has so much texture, so much dimension, a bit of sparkle. Even the mountains have nice snow that's sparkling on there. Gorgeous. Let's get started. For this card, we're starting with a sturdy, thick, basic white card base. And that's what's going to keep all these layers standing tall. It's your basic size, 11 by 4 1/4. And inside, I've already added a framed panel of basic white that has Highland heather all around it, because the inside of a card deserves a little love, right? I mean, do you finish the inside of your cards, or do you like to keep it simple? I'd love to know how you feel about that. Now for the fun fold magic part. This is the concertina. I'm going to set the basic white cardstock base aside for a moment, because we'll get to that later. And here we have some pool party. This piece has been cut to be 8 3/4 by 5 1/2. Now I'm going to go ahead and score it on the sides. With the long 8 3/4 inch piece up, I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch, and then at 1 inch, 1 1/2, 2, and finish off at 2 1/2. And then the same thing on the other side. Now that it's been scored, we're going to go ahead and fold it with the mountain, valley, mountain. So closest to the inside area that hasn't been scored, we're going to do a mountain fold. Then the next one is going to be a valley fold. Mountain again. Valley again. You get the idea. This is where the dimensions of this card just come to life. The last one is also a mountain fold. See how it's got the mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain. Both sides have been folded in the mountain, valley, mountain. Well, in just a moment, you're going to see why this fold makes a perfect little shadow box effect. It's a wow every time. I'm going to be cutting a window out using this textured notes die. This is going to create a peekaboo that creates that diorama look. I like to have it a little bit bigger on the bottom and even then on the sides and the top. I'll just use a little bit of Post-it tape or washi tape to get it to stay there while I run it through the die cut machine. And I have the window cut out so you can see how it's going to create that shape. Let's set the scene. So the lights of Aurora Designer Series paper are absolutely gorgeous. I could choose this for the background. I decided though that I wanted to do a daytime scene. So I've got this blue sky here. I was inspired by the mini catalog that is the September to December one with the Lights of Aurora Suite collection. And I really like this card here, is my inspiration for what I'm creating. And it has so many pieces and parts, awesome things that go with this. It's pages 36 and 37 of the mini, and I'm really thrilled with this. I'm so happy that I decided to get this. I'm using these die cuts from that suite. So I've got the mountains, some snow, some pine trees, bigger ones, and some clouds. Of course, we're using this fantastic stamp set, which goes with the dies and that beautiful Designer Series paper. We're going to start off with floating some clouds in the sky, and I want to add a little bit of dimension. Grabbing some grid paper to help keep my work surface clean. I have balmy blue ink here with the balmy blue clouds, and then a whole package of daubers that I use over and over again. The daubers are just like blending brushes. Just wash them out, rinse them, and then you can use them over and over again. So I'm going to get the bottoms of the clouds to give them some dimension, a little bit of dauber action here. So I love how you can just use these daubers over and over again. It's so great. And if you need some daubers, or you would like to grab that catalog but you don't have one yet and you are looking for a demonstrator, I would love to help you out with that and be your crafty cheerleader. Just a little bit of that blue on the bottom. Okay, with tiny little mini dimensionals here. Just a little touch of ink at the bottom. It's so simple, but that soft shading is going to really help them look fluffy and like they are floating in the sky. And it's so small. There. Okay. One up here. And I'm going to put just a couple on this one. Perfect. Next is the snow-capped mountains. I did these in a pool party. I've got the basic white here for the top. I'm going to adhere it with a little bit of liquid adhesive with the glue. I'm going to do the tops of these with a dusting of Wink of Stella, because everything's better with a little shimmer, right? Do you like to add sparkle to your cards, or are you more of a clean and simple card maker and don't care for any kind of glitter? I think the snow just would look so nice, a little sparkly, as we know snow can usually be. There. And then I've got some of the pine trees. These are in a Highland Heather, and you can see that I inked them up just a little bit with a dauber. And then I've got some larger ones in a gorgeous grape that I also inked up a little bit here and there with a sponge dauber. And this has the gorgeous grape ink, and these are the Highland Heather ink. I have a lake that I'm going to be adding. This is my little lake that goes with it. And let's begin to put the pieces and parts together. All right, I'm going to set the lake up there so I don't forget it. I've got the diorama part here, and I'm going to begin by adhering the back to the sides of the diorama. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive. You can use whatever kind of adhesive you like. I am using some seal, and I'm going to make sure I have it the right way up, so that I want the bigger one on the bottom, the bigger, you know, I want the bigger border on the bottom, and now I've got that on there, and then I'm going to adhere this side as well. So I'll have the back together. It's almost exactly even there. And now it's time to go ahead and get the mountain and the lake. So I've got the mountains here. I'll get a quick idea of how high I think it will need to be. So I think that will work really well. We'll go ahead and adhere the mountains right there, and then I'm going to cut off any extra right there. This time I'm going to use a little bit of liquid adhesive. Now I'm going to put some adhesive on here and place this inside. So a little bit of adhesive just on the side. And just on the side over here too. Placing it inside the diorama so it goes on that middle one. Do you see how it's going on there? And placing it in. Well, I've cut the bigger pine so it'll fit right inside beautifully onto the front portion of the diorama, and I'd want it to glue to the bottom. Do you see how prettily that is going to work? It's gorgeous. Okay, so a little bit of adhesive on here, and we are good to go with this one. I'm going to put it on the sides, a little bit on the sides here with the adhesive. And down on the bottom. Pressing it right inside. And now getting it on there and adhering it. Okay. Very good. Excellent. Look at how gorgeous that scene is. Oh my goodness, isn't that beautiful? All right, now I'm going to adhere this to the card base. Remember that? We have that card base. We're going to bring that in and adhere this to the card base. So placing the adhesive on the card base, and now I'm going to take the diorama, centering it on the bottom of the card, all the way up to the top. Now for the sentiment, I'm stamping a little sentiment on some scrap basic white, may your day be filled with, and then this one in gorgeous grape is going to say love. And now that those have been fussy cut, I'm going to adhere them to a sentiment piece. Just that little strip of balmy blue ribbon underneath softens it up and helps tie it all together. And I popped it up with some dimensionals for a bit of lift. And now it's finally time to place this sentiment right onto the bottom of this gorgeous diorama. So I think I'm going to use some adhesive on here and put it down here at the bottom. Oh my goodness, that's so gorgeous. All right, now the frosted iridescent dots to add just the right shimmer. It's like twinkling lights on the lake. One there, I'm gonna put another one right here, and a third one right over there. Okay. And just like that, you've got a diorama concertina card that folds flat, but it opens with a major wow. Let's see if we can get it in a little closer so you can see how pretty that is. Lots of impact at this card, but it really does fold flat. It will take an extra stamp because it's thicker, but it fits into your regular standard size envelope. It really does. I've done it. Can you believe how gorgeous that card is? It's simply magical. If you've been intimidated by this kind of card before, like I have been, I'm so glad that I was able to break it down step by step for you and put it in that PDF tutorial. Remember, you can grab that a free copy of it all for your own on my blog, and the link is down in the description. That way you can recreate the card with confidence, step by yourself. So, give the video a like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, follow me on social media, that way you'll get lots of crafty inspiration, share with a friend who also likes to learn techniques. I appreciate your support of my small business so much. Thank you for crafting with me today. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day today and that you have a chance to get inky. Bye.